Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen updates. We've got some features being brought forward to a new Alpha 3.24.x patch, so I want to talk about what that means. CIG are continuing to hotfix the latest 3.24 live build. There are Alpha 4.0 adjacent tests with server meshing on the tech preview branch, and CIG clarify some bits with their CitizenCon digital goodies packs and the P8-AR for Squadron 42. Roadmap update. CIG have confirmed that there is going to be a 3.24.x build, and within that build there is going to be the Zeus MK2 ES and CL. We had originally thought those ships were going to be turning up in Alpha 4.0. Now, what does this mean? Well, that to me is just an indicator that Alpha 4.0 won't be out until later in the year, hopefully still in 2024, but not by the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo in November, when I was expecting to see those new Zeus MK2 ships. This isn't a confirmation, but it's an educated guess that, yeah, that 3.24.x patch that they're targeting for is effectively the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo patch, and you can expect a load of other ships and vehicles to turn up for that. Typically, the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo will be mid to late November, so it will probably start on the weekend of the 15th or 22nd of November this year. Now, we might potentially have other 3.24.x patches. CIG are desperately hotfixing 3.24 on the live build at the moment. In the most recent hotfix, they seem to be putting these sort of hotfixes through daily. They fixed cargo boxes clipping into the ground right after detaching from the cargo grid. They've disabled setting a respawn point to a ship that is in an instanced hangar as a partial fix for player characters getting broken when the spawn point is being streamed out when they're too far away or whatever. They also fixed an additional 2 server crashes. So we are still waiting on the ship retrieval issues to be fixed, which is one of the most extreme problems preventing a lot of people from playing the game. They also have said that there's a load of other hotfixes coming potentially in the next build, with freight elevators getting stuck on loading content, stuff like that, and potentially the ship retrieval issues being solved. We'll have to wait and see, but yeah, you can expect some more hotfixes to be deployed later today. Hopefully though, the issue that you might be having, if you had any issues with 3.24, may be fixed, but a lot of people are having problems with the ship retrieval stuff. There is a planned tech preview build that should be running shortly. I'm not sure to what scale of audience it's going out to in the first instance here. So this will be testing server meshing and some further replication message queue updates, RMQ updates. So the RMQ replaces the old message queue system that was seeing a lot of bottleneck and other issues. It's one of the problems that we sort of have with servers in general. The message queue, it gets like spammed and clogged up and then causes like desync issues and slow and delayed reactions and interactions. The new RMQ allows Star Citizen to deal with a magnitude more network traffic more quickly and more efficiently. This is essential in the scaling of the replication layer, shards, player counts, all of that sort of stuff for server meshing and Alpha 4.0. Yeah, an incredibly important step towards 4.0. They've also been talking about potentially pushing the population per shard to around 800 players during the tests. I think they'll literally see as high as they can push it. RMQ had initially actually been tested during the 3.24 PTU phase, and apparently some servers are actually using it for the live build now too. For the tech preview tests, you can expect CIG to try various server configurations, different amounts of servers per shard, different areas that they are taking over with those servers, different population limits, focused bug testing, that sort of stuff. These tests will be available to whatever test group CIG deems necessary to test with at the time. Often, it's not just Evocati. It could straight away but just be everyone. It will be based on what the testing needs are at the time. So we might see them test the Pyro Playground again with these tests. Almost certainly they will be in the coming weeks, whatever. It might just go into a standard Evocati 4.0 testing cycle though, but we do know that they've softened their approach with NDAs and Evocati stuff. Typically, you're now allowed to talk about patch notes and what you're testing with Evocati, just not show it. I did actually see a thread about a feature I'm excited for, and them talking about enabling global illumination. So there was a question, is there any chance we could get global illumination in the next major patch or two, and would it arrive with ray tracing? Additionally, how is the status on multi-threading? So Cloud Imperium basically said here, global illumination will be the first feature that uses ray tracing, so you're not likely going to see one without the other. We're focused on getting it turned on and ironed out in the Squadron 42 branch currently. Once we focus on the persistent universe, there will be additional problems to solve. It currently can't see planet surfaces and won't play well with vegetation, for instance. So CIG does appear to be working out how to scale global illumination and ray tracing for their planetary tech currently. Maybe this is going to be part of Planetary Tech version 5. Maybe we'll see more at CitizenCon. Also with multi-threading and Vulkan, I believe that's going to be turned on with 4.0, sort of multi-threading support and a load more Vulkan updates there. Talking about CitizenCon, there's a new digital goodies pack that's gone out for CitizenCon for $29.54. It is expensive. It's like last year's bundle. It's $30. I believe it was $30 for last year's bundle. And it comes with a load of stuff though. So there's a trophy, challenge coin, a couple of items that are going to be developed on the floor at CitizenCon. There's some themed storage chest, a kind of UE looking armored flight suit and helmet, a couple of P8-ARs, which are actually the civilian single fire models, and we'll come to that in a minute. There's also a double bed and a UE black box and a themed Spectrum badge, and if you have a CitizenCon premium ticket, you get a couple of extra items on that as well. And these digital goodies packs do just come with the CitizenCon tickets. If you are attending the physical event, you certainly don't need these. You also don't need these, even if you're not attending. These digital goodies packs are supposed to be there to give people that want them the opportunity to buy them and help support CitizenCon and that live streaming event that they do that is free to watch. These packs are supposed to be easily giftable as well, I believe. That's what CIG had said. I ripped into the pricing of this in my podcast, which I will link down below. You can watch that. But you really don't need this stuff. But if you want it and you want to support CitizenCon, then they're there for you. As I said, I'm happy because it comes with my CitizenCon ticket, but I'm also thrifty. However, the flight suit, weapons, and boxes are all very cool. Also, we know that CitizenCon this year, the physical event, is set aboard a UEE Bengal. So, like, set dressing at the event's going to be focused on that. We know it's going to be Squadron 42 heavy this year, at least heavier than previous years. And there was a question though about that P8-AR. So someone asking, will the standard P8 be available in game? As part of the CitizenCon digital goodies pack, you get your hands on some of the P8-ARs, but they are actually nerfed civilian single fire models. So they're not ARs really. They aren't going to be pay to win is what I'm trying to get to. So the military P8-AR is one of the more hero weapons in Squadron 42. So it's a powerful AR that's used throughout the campaign, and they want it to feel unique and special. The civilian version, which is the one we're talking about that you sort of get with the goodies pack, is effectively its own weapon. But in that thread, will the standard P8 be available in-game? The original poster said, I'm hoping that this is a yes, as it was actually in-game previously and usable in a mostly finished state. However, as far as I'm aware, the dead rig shotgun is still exclusive to the purchased item. It would be disappointing if it's not going to be freely available like the P4, as it will basically mean something has been cut from the game, then sold back to us as premium content. CIG responded here, or at least Zach Priest did, who looks after a load of the FPS combat and weapons stuff. I can't comment on the military version of the P8-AR as I don't make those decisions, but the dead rig shotgun will be on NPCs in Pyro and will be part of the criminal CQC, close quarters combat NPCs loadout, meaning you'll be able to loot it and use it freely, etc. It's been part of Arena Commander since its release as well, so we can gather feedback about it. There was another follow-up question. Can you comment on the civilian P8-AR, specifically if the P8 included in the goodies pack, from what I've heard, included in the VIP ticket, is the military or civilian one? And what's the differences that make the Civ a Civ and the military a military version? All the P8-ARs in the bundle are the single-fire civilian version. Currently, we're looking at renaming the weapon P8-ARC, but that is subject to change. It has its own recoil, damage profile, etc., separate from the military P8-AR. Also, I do want to say something here as well. There might potentially be a civilian version of that P8-AR that is automatic, right? It might just be that these particular models are single-fire, semi-auto versions. I'm assuming that's what single-fire means, that they are semi-auto, but we'll have to wait and see. Boom! That's it for my updates for you today. I want to know, are you excited for these P8-ARs coming to the game? Do you think they're actually going to have a load of different ones? Do you think we're going to be able to get the Squadron 42 military one in the Star Citizen Persistent Universe somehow? I suspect yes, but I also suspect that it'll be relatively hard to get and it'll be an expensive, very, very sort of high tier weapon. But it's quite possible as well that they'll just go, no, we're balancing some of these weapons for Squadron 42, so you can't really get them all. They're judge dreading it, where they will only technically fire when used by UE personnel, because assumedly the UE military will be using them in the Persistent Universe, and you could take those guys down and you could take their weapons. Or it might be an unlock that you get from playing Squadron 42, where once you get to a certain place, you can actually purchase these in-game somehow. Super interested to know what you think. How is your Alpha 3.24 experience if you are playing it? Are you having all the problems in the world? Is it unplayable until they fix some of these problems for you? Are you excited for the server meshing tests? And do you think they're going to be running the Pyro Playground and Alpha 4.0 ASAP? Yeah, it's quite possible that they'll sort of have these tech preview builds and then it will just roll over into a Alpha 4.0 Eva Carti test in the hopefully pretty near future. Are you excited for 3.24.x build probably coming out with the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo and including the Zeus MK2 ES and CL? Do you think that's actually what's going to happen? I've sort of nailed that, or do you think that I'm potentially off kilter? What are your thoughts or questions? I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Also, something you should check out below, Tobii eye trackers. They're on sale at the moment. If you want some natively supported high precision head and eye tracking, go check those out at the moment for a big discount. And using any of the links down below helps the channel out loads. Thanks for watching. What's in the box? That is what Pandora asked. She was told not to open that box, but she did. The internet is like Pandora's box, full of the chaos of the world. And Pandora basically opened an email attachment asking to help a millionaire prince move money around. Bam! It was Medusa all along. You've turned to stone. Foolish! You should know your Greek mythology. What's not foolish is nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. NordVPN is potentially one of the greatest Greek mythological heroes. It helps protect you from the terrors of the internet, helping you be more secure and private, while also giving you great accessibility. You can use my links down below to get NordVPN cheap. September, we've got a giveaway. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and this month is no different. We're giving away 5 ships this month. Actually, that is a bit different. That's 4 more than normal. We're going to give each of them to a different winner. We've got a Nomad, an X1, a Sulen, a Mustang Alpha, and a 100i. They all come with access to the game and lifetime insurance. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning any of those is comment on any of my videos made during the month on YouTube. I want to say a massive thank you to all our patrons and channel members. Your support allows us to make daily content. You are the best. And you should consider joining them by clicking the join button under my videos. It goes a long way in helping us, as does commenting, sharing videos, liking, all of that jazz. You do not have to chuck money at us. But if you want to, I'm not going to stop you. Thanks for watching and have a great September.